Mike Murray, I'm a firearms trainer here in town. I've listened all day, and we just had a go around about there's just no place left we can cut. It's all we can do. It's to the bare bone. I have two letters, B and S, that go together as far as I'm concerned. My question to you is, where does it end? How much can you squeeze out of the populace before it all collapses? The state's bankrupt, the federal government's bankrupt, most of the states are bankrupt, and yet when I talk to people that want to be in the legislature, all they want to do is tax me some more and take some more money and spend it. Talk to me.
That happens because people don't learn from history. And history is every 10 years we have a recession. And people will spend as much as they can during the boom times, and when there's a recession, oh, we have to squeeze everybody out. Until we change to like in the Bible, you'll get 7 fat cows and you get 7 thin cows, and until you prepare for that, you're going to have a crisis. So my proposal would be that we have a 10-year budget. So that way we know that eventually there's going to be a downturn. When you have good years, that money gets put in the bank, and when the downturn happens, you have savings for that. You get rid of the Department of Planning, because the planning of budgets is never correct. You just say, this is what we brought in last year, this is what we'll spend next year. You save a whole bunch of money by not having that department, and you only spend what you got, instead of trying to forecast how much you can spend. Until you can limit yourself, you're always going to be in trouble. That's true in home budgets as well as any other budget that you do. So if you take a 10-year moving average, in the good years you save some money, and when things happen, you say, okay, well, time to use our savings.
The difference that I see between a home budget and the state budget or the federal budget is that when I'm out of money, I'm out of money. I can take a gun and go down to the local store and stick it up.
No,
but instead,
you take credit cards.
Well, but instead,
you can cash out your home loans.
Well, what I'm saying
is, borrow to the gills.
What I'm saying is, the government can raise my taxes and decide they're going to get more money, and that's what I'm objecting to. You can talk about balancing budgets and all that, but as long as the state legislature is willing to come to me at the point of a gun and take money out of my pocket, there's no end. So what about cutting some of the spending back to some kind of reasonable levels? Is there some point at which we simply can't spend anymore, or have we reached that point already?
I've never known anyone who couldn't spend as much as they possibly can. Until you change the laws or something to say that what we're going to do is these things are acceptable and these aren't, and there are going to be any consequences beyond you staying in office, it's going to continue doing what we've always done. So I would say, okay, here's the budget, it's a 10-year plan, this is as much as you can spend, and if anyone changes it, you are removed from office and you can face jail time until that money is returned. Until there is a personal stake for legislators for going crazy with other people's money, they're going to continue doing it.
Catherine News. I agree with you. We need to look at ways we can cut spending. And when we see, I work for a sole practitioner, small business owner here, and when I listen to government employees and people working in the public sector complaining about a 4.6% pay reduction last year, they should be with those of us in the private sector who have experienced a 15, 25, 40% pay reduction, because when the money's not coming in, we have to find ways to make cuts, whether it's cutting our benefits, cutting our bonuses, cutting our hours, so that we can continue to have jobs. And we need to look at the same thing in the public sector. There are plenty of people who get paid a lot more than people in the private sector do, and we have administrative assistants for administrative assistants for administrative assistants that sit there and get paid good salaries for not doing much work, and those are places that we can cut and make better use and more effective use of our dollars here in the state.
Thank you, and I just want to add on, that's probably why most of the incumbents didn't show up. But either way, that is going to do it for 42. Thank you both for coming on out here. That is going to wrap it up for the listeners at home. Thank you for listening to Veterans in Politics Assembly interviews. We just want to add that, just like we told last seat, that, Veterans in Politics, veterans, when we were with the military, went overseas to defend the country. Now, with Veterans in Politics, we're back here to defend the voters. So it's not just about veterans' rights, it's about citizens. So I just want to say thank you. My name is Nick Starling, Public Relations Officer for Veterans in Politics. This has been put on by George Carson of All Talk Radio and the President of Veterans in Politics, Steve Sanson. And we're going to have every panel member that's still here to go ahead and sign off, and we will end transmission.
This is Don Woolbright, over and out.
This is Maria Dunnigan.
Mike Murray, owner of Calculated Response Firearms Training, and I'm armed, but not that dangerous.
Operator of 4-Star General's Clean
And Navy.
and a Navy vet.
Don, you want to try again?
Don Woolbright, United States Marine Corps. I am a insurance broker, and I love Las Vegas. Thank you very much.
And there's Nick Starling again, and we are out.